Welcome everybody. My name is Sinead and I'll be fulfilling the role of Jim and Toula's celebrant for this ceremony today. As the couple and many of our guests are bilingual or Greek speakers, we're also joined by Jim's sister Nikki, who will be translating the ceremony from English to Greek as we go. Thank you, Nikki. Before we begin, Jim and Toula would like me to thank you all so much for being here to offer your support as they take the next step in affirming their love and commitment to one another. As their closest loved ones, family and friends, Jim and Toula have chosen you to witness this ceremony, which is also the celebration of the joining of their two families. Thank you all so much for being here today. Before we begin, toilets are in the courtyard just beyond the back of the ceremony area, and in the event of an emergency, I'll ask that you gather in the car park past the greenhouses on your right. If you haven't already, please turn off your mobile phones or ensure they're silenced so as not to interrupt the ceremony. Jim and Toula have hired a professional photographer and ask that you refrain from taking photographs during the ceremony. Please enjoy the ceremony without distraction and feel free to take photographs after the official ceremony has ended. As many of you already know, Jim and Toula's love story is nothing new. It began a long time ago in their youth back in Greece and has meandered along a forked road with many lanes shooting off in different directions. They were high school sweethearts when they fell in love during the 70s in Greece, but were forced to part ways when Jim and his family migrated to Australia. In the many decades they spent apart, Jim and Toula both found new love, created families with beautiful children, and now even have many grandchildren who are here with us today. As fate would have it, they reconnected all these years later after heartbreak and loss to offer each other another chance at love. And thank God they weren't yet too old to figure out Facebook, which was the portal that brought them back together. In the years since they knew each other, their faces and names have changed, but when Jim went to visit Toula in Greece, it was like they'd never been apart. The youthful love they had shared was still there, close to the surface, and they happily picked up right where they left off. I'd now like to welcome Jessica to share a poem, Our Souls Are Mirrors by Rupi Kaur. Thank you, Jessica.
Sure.
Now for the formalities. My name is Sinead Davies and I'm performing the role of celebrant today. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and the presence of these witnesses, and to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage according to law in Australia is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Marco is now going to share a reading, To Love Is Not to Possess by James Kavanagh. Thank you, Marco. Now, I'd like to ask Jim and Toula to confirm their decision to commit to one another by exchanging promises. Jim, do you take Toula for your wife? Do you promise to love, support and cherish her, to live the rest of your lives together with the enthusiasm and joy that your young love inspired, to accept her family as yours as you grow old together in happiness?
I do.
Great. Then please repeat after me. I call upon the persons.
I call upon the persons.
I call on the person.
Okay, once more. I call upon the persons.
I call upon the person.
I call upon the persons.
Okay, let's try that one more time. I call upon the persons.
I call upon the persons.
I call upon the person.
Here present.
Here present.
Here present.
To witness that I.
To witness that I.
To witness that I.
James Stephen Peters.
James Stephen Peters.
James Stephen Peters.
Take thee.
Take thee.
Say
For Toula.
For Toula.
for Toula.
Christa.
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 Christakos.
Christakos.
Christos.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
Great. So for Toula, you have to repeat again. Yep. Okay. Toula, do you take Jim for your husband? Do you promise to love, support and cherish him, to live the rest of your lives together with the enthusiasm that your young love inspires, to accept his family as yours as you grow old together in happiness.
I do.
Then please repeat after me. I call upon the persons
I call upon the person.
I call upon the person
I call upon the person
here present
here present,
here present
here present,
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
for Toula, Christa, Christakos,
for Toula, Christa, Christakos,
Toula, Christa, Christakos,
for Toula, Christa, Christakos,
take thee,
take thee,
take thee,
James,
take thee,
James Stephen Peters,
James Stephen Peters,
James Stephen Peters,
James Stephen Peters,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Beautiful. The rings you're about to offer each other represent the promises you've made today. They are a symbol of your love and commitment to one another. So, if you offer your left hand, your left hand, and you get ready to put your right one. So, Jim, please repeat after me. Toula, I give you this ring
Toula, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my unconditional love,
and a symbol of my unconditional
trust, and respect for you.
trust and respect.
Beautiful. Did you put the ring on? Okay, now you offer your left hand. Like this? Yep. Okay, so please repeat after me. Yeah. Jim, I give you this ring
Jim, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my unconditional love,
as a symbol of my unconditional love,
trust, and respect for you.
trust and respect.
Beautiful. Vows and rings have been exchanged. Jim and Toula, you have declared your love and commitment to each other. So now, in the presence of your dearest friends and family, I'm happy to declare you husband and wife.
Yoo-hoo!
You may kiss the bride.
Yeah! This is the best day of my life! Woohoo!
Can I ask John and Nikki to join us at the signing table? We'll spend a few minutes signing the official ceremony documents. Please enjoy the music, but don't stray too far. We'll be back with you shortly.
Don't drink too much.
Okay. So if you come over here. No, it should be able to cut off. So you need to direct Toula. Yeah.
Gonna have a deposit tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here. Here. And here. Wonderful. Now Nikki. Here. Here. And here. And our last witness, you can come in front here. In front here. Here. And here. Wonderful. Thank you. I'll just do my signing quickly. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
We'll
you
get the
very
couple
much.
to come back together. It's my pleasure to officially introduce you all to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Peters. Congratulations, Jim and Toula.
Yay, you got it done.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It was my first wedding. Yeah, thanks. Wow.